In today's video, we're going to talk about the top 5 hottest markets here in Phoenix Metro and the change from where they were a month ago. Welcome back to the channel. It's Rich Brecklin, your Arizona real estate agent with Real Broker. Now, what I'm talking about when it comes to, quote unquote, hottest market is where they're at in regards to the Cromford Market Index, as you see here. So the CMI. This came out today and it was updated yesterday. Today is St. Patrick's Day. Hope you have your green on. So we're going to talk about Chandler, Fountain Hills, Glendale, Phoenix, and Gilbert. Now, if you don't know much about these areas, if you head over to my YouTube channel, which you're already on, but go through there and I have videos covering all these areas and the vicinity. So if you want some more detailed looks, especially if you're relocating, then go there and check that out. So that way you're well informed, or reach out to me directly. But we're going to start with number 1 because it's easiest, but that is Chandler. So if you're unfamiliar with Chandler, southeast suburb of Phoenix, around 250, 260,000 people or so, and it is, a tech focused area. Intel has a huge footprint there. Think of it as the Silicon Valley of the desert. But the Cromford Market Index change is 26% from where it was last month. So 100 is balanced, above seller's market, below buyer's market. And it has gone from 170 to 213, leading the way here in the valley. So again, right now with our average prices going up, at least sales prices, at least compared to the last few months. Now they are not where they were, in the spring, and that is good. But there are 261 homes for sale right now in Chandler. And here's gives you a kind of look here. And I'll put a link in my description for each of these cities if you want to see exactly what it is that is for sale and what you think of it. Now, the average list price, not sales price currently, is $700,000 in Chandler if you want to get in one of these beautiful homes, and the median list is $600,000. So we're knowing like homes are not selling at 100% like they were, thankfully. They're not even selling at 98%. It changes. A lot of the times the metrics you'll see is, it sold 97%. Well, that's 97% of where it was listed, not the original list price. Now I can do a video talking about that as well if you want to see it, but Chandler is growing. It is a good market right now. I think I have 4 clients this year who are moving to Chandler, and they all work at Intel. That's just so far. So we'll see, how that moves on. But Intel continues to draw people in, especially as they are building, developing, and growing with the microchip plant, being so prevalent here. Next, we are going to talk about Fountain Hills. So Fountain Hills, located a little north and a little pulled back away from everything. So it's much quieter community. It's just a nice area. The people I know who live there are all retired. Not saying you have to be retired, but I like it just for the fact it is quieter. But there's still things to do. Obviously, there's a big fountain there, hence the name Fountain Hills, but it is up 9%. Now, it was already high last month at 170.6 on the CMI, and now it is at 186.8. Now, there are not a lot of homes for sale in Fountain Hills, only around 102 single family detached homes. And this number may shock you. The average list price, 1.6 million, with the median list being 1.1. Now, the cheapest house that's listed right now is a little over $500,000. So not a lot of discount listings in Fountain Hills that are active, but it is a gorgeous area, views upon views for days, and absolutely love it. Wife's uncle lives in Fountain Hills, and when we're visiting there, it's just it's a nice community. But I can see why it is growing. Also, it's it's a smaller community, so it's highly desired, and so that's one aspect of why that CMI is growing. And they just don't have a lot of homes for sale right there, and that demand is high enough that with that low supply, that you're going to have that higher CMI. Next, we're going to Glendale, home of the Arizona Cardinals. Super Bowl is just here. It's been a busy season for Glendale. Taylor Swift is there tonight. I'm not going. But the CMI for that is up 17% at 173. Now, Glendale, they have more affordable than Fountain Hills for sure. Now, there are 342 homes for sale in Glendale, with the average being around 550, median being around 450, give or take. But as you can see, Glendale, you're going to have just a bigger area and more affordable prices. But it doesn't mean you can't get luxury or nice homes, but you're just going to save some money compared to Fountain Hills. Again, if you want to see exactly what is for sale in these communities, check my description. I'll have links for each of them, take you right to my website so you can explore on your own what exactly is for sale. Number 4 on this list is the city of Phoenix. So it is up from 146.9 to 170, up 16% in the CMI. Now, there are listings number is at 1,557 single family detached homes with an average around 866 and a median of 590. Now, Phoenix could not be more spread out, more diverse. And when it comes to real estate, you can get a home for as low as 175 right now, all the way up to 17,500,000. So depending on what your budget is, any budget almost can find a home in Phoenix. But we're just seeing, if you're wondering, why are these numbers up? It's all being reported that real estate is down, there's a crash, the rates are up. And I'm talking about right now. I'm not talking about the future, what is going to happen, but right now, what we're seeing and why these numbers are going up despite the higher rates is supply and demand. We simply do not have the homes available for people to buy here. So homeowners are not relisting their home at the rate they should be, or at least historically, because of they have a home that they paid way less for with a lower rate compared to what they're going to have to trade up to or replace it with today's home prices because of what happened over the last 30 months or so. So again, it'll be I don't know how long this is going to be here or what the prices are going to fall to, but these are the numbers of what we're seeing. And last on this is my favorite city I get to call home is Gilbert, up to 162.6, up 25% from 130. And I mean, you can see why. I mean, Gilbert is a highly sought after area. We love to get to call it home. We're safe there. There's just a lot of great things to do. The neighborhoods are great. And home prices have gone up like everywhere. So your average, again, this is listing price for single family detached, 400 or so homes for sale with an average price of 769 and a median list price of 653. Now remember, these are list prices. These aren't the sold prices. And thankfully, if you're a home buyer, then at least you typically don't have to go above list price like you were doing in 2021 and 2022, at least for the first half. So again, those are the list price. The actual sales price are going to be slightly lower on an average across the board. But there's, some gorgeous properties in Gilbert. Again, there's great neighborhoods, Power Ranch, Agritopia, Seville, great things to do like Riparian. So it depends on what it is you are looking for and where you call home. Now, if you have questions about any of these on the list or any of the other areas you may have seen on that list with this CMI, please let me know. But what do you think the market is going to do? Do you expect it to, everyone's saying it's going to crash, but to crash from what? Prices, I think they are going to come down. They already have came down from the peak of the market, and then that stopped because of the supply issue. And when people got more adjusted to rates. Now we'll see what the Fed does. We'll see if rates start to increase again. But what I'm seeing, if rates stay below 7 and inventory is still an issue, the market is going to keep trucking along. We're still going to see appreciation, and it's just going to be expensive to buy a house here. But if that's no concern of yours, you're still looking to buy, please reach out. My contact info is below. Watch this next video, and I'll see you next time, and have a good St. Patrick's Day.